You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
All right, let me walk you through what's happening right now in college football, because this storyline feels almost unreal. Indiana. Yes, Indiana. The program long known more for basketball than anything done on a football field is suddenly staring down Ohio State for the Big Ten title. And not as an underdog story or a Cinderella miracle run, they're stepping into this championship game as the number 2 team in the entire country, undefeated at 12-0, and looking every bit like a real national contender. What makes this even more wild is where they started. No program in Division I football history had more career losses than Indiana's 715. That number had almost become part of their identity. Yet here we are, 15 weeks into the season, and that total hasn't budged, because nobody has managed to beat them. Fans who have watched Indiana football their whole lives are still trying to wrap their heads around it. One alum joked that he expected to dunk with his feet before he'd ever see Indiana on the same level as Ohio State. That's the kind of disbelief floating around. A huge piece of this transformation comes down to Curt Cignetti, the head coach who came in from James Madison just 2 seasons ago. When he arrived, he simply said, "I win. Google me." And the thing is, he wasn't kidding. Since taking over, he's gone 23-2, and has essentially built Indiana into something it's never been before. A legitimate, sustainable football program with real expectations. Not a flash-in-the-pan season, not a lucky class of recruits, but a team that looks and operates like one of the big boys. And with that shift, the fan base has come alive in a way no one has ever seen. Student sections are filling early, alumni watch parties across the country are overflowing, and even longtime Indiana basketball diehards are admitting that football has taken over the spotlight. Donations are rolling in, national media coverage has exploded, and everywhere you turn, Hoosier fans are talking about quarterback Fernando Mendoza, a transfer from Cal who's playing his way into Heisman conversations with more than 700 passing yards and 32 touchdowns. Now all of this leads to Saturday night, when Indiana steps onto the field against number 1 Ohio State. They haven't beaten the Buckeyes since 1988. They haven't won the Big Ten since 1967. They have never, not once in the school's long history, reached number 1 in football. But with just one win, all of that could change. For Indiana fans, this moment feels almost cosmic. Some say trying to imagine Indiana in the national championship is like imagining being offered a trip to the moon. Something so surreal you don't even know how to process it. But that's exactly what's on the line. And Ohio State, one of the sport's ultimate powerhouses, is the final hurdle. It's going to be one wild night. Stay subscribed for more videos.